You guys hear me now? My headphones were plugged in. I have these things on all day, so I forgot to unplug it. Hi, Dan. Hi, Itika, Shazia, Deborah, Dan. I said Dan already. Michelle, Anaya, Nisha. Hi, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. There's so many. Can you guys hear me now? Kirsty, hi. You're finally in the live stream. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shazia. I just unplugged the headphones. Ruby, True Peace. Bijo, Marielle Design, hello. Okay, so now that everybody can hear me and see me and hopefully the lighting is okay, I'm going to go ahead and stay on here for about an hour so we can talk and chat. I have like a specific topic that I want to talk about. It's a kind of a sensitive topic, but I really want to open this up to you guys because if I'm feeling this way, I want to talk to you guys about this and see if you guys agree with me or not. And just open the conversation. What kind of questions can we ask you? Anything. You can ask me anything. Oh, before we get started, if you guys want to go ahead and grab your coffee, your tea, I actually brought myself some wine. So I'm going to have some wine with you guys. And here's the one that I'm going to be opening with you guys. So this is the Ghost of 413. Isn't that cute? I'm really excited to try this. So this is like, this is a Columbia Valley red wine, 2013. So I'm excited to try this. So what did you want to ask me, Shazia? Okay, so we're going to have some fun. Hi, Kumari, Julia. Cheers. Ghost wine. I know the name really caught my attention and I really wanted to try it. What's my favorite wine? My favorite wine is Fairbanks port wine. It's what is it? It's a port wine, so it's super sweet. Like normal wines, the alcohol percentage is like 13%, 14%, 11%, but port is 18% and it tastes so good to me. It's super sweet. Not everybody likes it. It's like molasses, but it's so good. It's 10 past 2 in the morning in Scotland. I really should be sleeping. It's okay. You don't have to sleep. You can just stay up and join me on the live stream. I like sweet, not dry wine. I like dry wine. I prefer red wines. Oh, you guys, I'm going to show you guys my cup. So it says, Hocus Pocus, I need wine to focus. Can you guys believe I just got this from the dollar store? It's not even Halloween. I found it like last week. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I want this. I wanted to ask anything related to law of attraction and anxiety. I have been practicing law of attraction for a while, and I have anxiety, so sometimes they both clash. Yes, anxiety is like a low vibrational feeling. So when you're trying to manifest something and you do have anxiety, you're sending those vibrations to your manifestation. And so, yeah, they do clash. So what I like to do is if I'm trying to manifest something and if I'm trying to manifest something and I get anxious or doubtful or worried or whatever, like low vibrational feelings come up, I like to do a few things. Either switch my attention, divert my attention to something else, so I'm not feeding that energy, or I like to light a candle or incense to kind of clear the air, which I should light an incense right now, or sage or Palo Santo, just light something to clear the energy. Use an essential oil, rub essential oils on yourself because they have essential oils in it already. They're already prepared for you. Perfumes have a magical power just in itself. So my boyfriend actually just handed me some incense, and that was him, if you guys can hear him coughing in the back. So this is Mystic Trails incense sticks. I got this. It was like a pack of 75 from Amazon, and I will never buy from this seller again because I had a bad experience. They sent me what they sent me is not what they advertised. I mean, I'm going to use it all up. It still smells really good. I'm going to grab a lighter. Hold on one second. It still smells really good, but yeah, it wasn't what I thought it would be. And the order was wrong. And yeah, it was just all bad. But yeah, if you guys are having like feelings where you feel like the energy is stagnant or the energy is low vibration, just light an incense. It kind of just changes the air. Shalini, how to lighten the acne scars. Lots of love from Malaysia. Acne scars. Okay, so I haven't used almond oil on my face for a while. I was using, what was I using? I was using cannabis oil on my face. It was cannabis and oat oil from First Aid Beauty. And it was great. I loved it. I loved the smell. It made my skin really nice. But I did notice as soon as I ran out of that, I started using almond oil again. And all the little spots that I had and the darkness around my eyes too, they disappeared so fast. So I would recommend almond oil always. It's my go-to. It's what works and it's natural. So I'd recommend almond oil. Love, love, love Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo too. Why do you love Palo Santo? I would really love to know. What does it do for you? How do you feel when you light it? I want to do a cleanse of my house because I feel negative energy here affecting our health and our finances. What do you suggest? I've dealt with this. I felt like, and even my family, they felt like there was an energy in the house and like it was feeding off of us. Any negativity that was going on in the house, it would feed off of it. And it affected health, finances, love, relationships, everything. How did we get rid of it? To be honest, I don't even think we fully got rid of it. And I feel like what we did is just show it that you're more in power, you're more in control. And how you do that is you keep your energy strong and your energy powerful, and you keep building your energy and maintaining your energy, which means how I do that is I love lighting candles. I like to keep my space as clean as I possibly can, organized as I possibly can, because these kinds of entities, energies, whatever, they love dirt and junk and ugliness and just clutter and all that stuff. Clutter is a horrible energy. So that's what I like to do, is clear it out as much as I can. And what else did I do? A lot of burning camphor, Palo Santo, sage, doing a lot of cleansing in that kind of way. What is it? Cloves. Burning cloves. Those kinds of things help a lot. They really diffuse that energy. They push that energy out. And low vibrational energies, they don't like the scent of camphor and what else is it? Camphor, cloves, Palo Santo, sage. How do you know if it's the house energy and not ourselves? Asks Jane. Well, at this point, you kind of, whether it's the house or yourself, one of those needs cleansing. So why not just cleanse both? Cleanse a house and cleanse yourself. Hi, Jane. Sprinkle salt. That's good to clear negative energy. It is. Take it higher. It is. That's what I like to do, is add some salt to a candle, especially like a black candle. I actually have a video of how to remove negative energy using a black candle. If you put salt around it, that's really good too. How do you burn camphor without hurting a pet? So you would need to take the pet out of the room. You would need to do it not around them, because it's a very, very strong scent, very like minty scent. So you don't want to burn it around them because their eyes will burn and it's just not good for the pets. I've started burning incense every day and it's made a huge difference, but I still struggle with depression. Any smell suggestions? Smells for depression? Okay, I would say lavender is a big one. Lavender is a very big one. Roses lift the vibration. So roses you can use to like lift your vibration to get out of that lower vibration feeling. Rosemary is really good. Rosemary is like a feminine herb, so rosemary is very good to balance and help feminine energy. Don't forget to show us around your shop so we can see all the cool products. So my shop is Etsy. It's an online shop. And I will actually leave the link in the description below after our live stream is done. Oh, and speaking of Etsy, so another thing I do to keep my energy up all the time is I am constantly doing rituals and candles, lighting incense. Like I constantly am trying to make sure that my energy is at the place that I want it to be. And so I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys and a lot of my other subscribers that like what to do, how to do it, what stones and crystals and herbs you can use. So I have collected a lot of crystals and a lot of stones and herbs. And so what I wanted to do is when I do these rituals for myself, I want to open it up to you guys so that when I'm doing this for myself, I can include your guys' name in it too. So the energy can not only benefit me, but the energy can benefit you in your life too. So last week, I think it was last week, I did a new moon ritual and I used bay leaves and I burned your guys' names on bay leaves, all of you guys that purchased a spot within the ritual. The ritual went really, really good. And I did it on my altar and all the bay leaves were charged and rubbed with money oil. They were prepared individually with your guys' names and birth dates, whoever purchased. And they were charged on my altar with moldavite stones, hypersthene stones, stones that are very high vibration and connect to the ethers, like they connect to universal energy. And so they were sitting there and charging all day long. And then finally at night, I burnt all of them. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Sunday, Sunday is the day of the sun. So on Sunday, I am going to do another ritual, and here is what that ritual is going to be like. So this is a prepared candle. I know it might look a little scary to you guys, but to those of you guys that are very spiritually aware, I think this will look very beautiful to you. So this candle has to do with runes. This rune is for spiritual awakening, awakening your inner power. And so this is how the ritual is going to go. This candle will be prepared. There's herbs inside and it's sealed with red wax. Now, why is this red and blue? Because when you're trying to enhance your inner power, you want to make sure that your feminine aspect is balanced with your masculine aspect. When you're too much on the feminine side, sometimes it can cause issues. And when you're too much on the masculine side, sometimes it can cause issues. We all have a feminine and a masculine energy. And so this is to balance those energies. And the herbs in here are powdered by us, handmade. And it includes so many different kinds of things. And these are things that it might be like harder for a lot of my subscribers to get their hands on. And so that's why I wanted to open this up so that you guys could be a part of the ritual. So if you guys are interested in this has labradorite crystals in it, bunch of different kinds of crystals. It is infused with a mantra. It is infused with intention. It's infused with oils, very high vibration oils that have been charging on my altar for a very long time. And so if you guys are interested, all the details will be in my shop. The listing is already up. There's a few spots open. The ritual will be done at like 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. There's a time. I think it's 5:34 a.m. in the morning. And it's going to be charged with the energy of the first light of the sunlight, like the first sun rays. It's going to be charged with that because that's very crucial in the awakening of your spirit, because you want to awaken, you want to charge your spirit, and this candle's energy with awakening and the first rays of the sunlight is very, very powerful. So that's what's going to be going on Sunday. And then I will ship your candle out to you, the very same prepared candle. I'll ship it to you guys. So if you guys are interested in that, then you guys can go ahead and purchase that. It's on my Etsy store. Also, there's a huge sale going on right now in my store. There's a lot of things that are 50% off, and there's a lot of things that are free shipping as well, and a lot of new listings. Okay. I'm having a little trouble awakening my inner power. Can you make a video on feminine and masculine energy, please? Yeah, I can make a video on feminine and masculine energies. That's actually a really good idea. That's a good topic. I feel like that's going to be something that a lot of people would be interested in too. So that's a really good video idea. So Flower Child says Palo Santo's smell is so relaxing and unique, and it's so earthy and cleansing. Yes, it is. It is unique. It's very relaxing, and it is very cleansing. I cook rosemary and move it around the house. Rosemary is very good for cleansing the house. What I like to do sometimes is boil rosemary, and then I'll wait for it to cool down, and then I'll strain that, and I'll use that water to spray all over my house. Rosemary is very beautiful. The scent is good. The energy is good. So it's very good. Julia says, I'm taking notes as you're offering info. Trying to keep up so much good knowledge. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. So you don't really have to take the notes because this video will be up so you can look back to the video for reference. And if you guys ever need to ask me anything, then just email me. My email address is always in my description box. And Samikia, I hope I'm saying your name right. Actually, I wanted to know if bay leaves can be used. If it's a little broken, will it be okay? Yes, your bay leaves don't need to be whole. The ones I sell are whole just because it's aesthetically it looks really nice, and they're whole leaves so that you can write out your intention, rub the oil on it that you need to rub on it. It's very easy to work with, and also my bay leaves are charged under the moon energy, so they're high vibration. That's why I sell my own. But if you don't purchase from me, that's fine to use a broken bay leaf. It's perfectly okay. And if it can be used for bigger wish or bigger wishes, yes, you can make whatever wish you want. Sunday is Mother's Day in the US. That's a good day to call in the goddesses at sunrise. I did not even realize that. Yes, Sunday is Mother's Day. So that's a good point that you made. Hi, Gemini, the witch. Can I ask some questions? How do you work with deities and goddess? So I'm actually coming out with, I don't know if I should tell you guys because it was supposed to be a surprise, but I feel like I want to tell you guys. I'm actually coming out with a Kali spray and a Kali oil. So this is going to be for like very powerful feminine energy, like invoking that feminine feisty aspect of yourself. And also Kali is a motherly energy that will destroy anything and anyone that tries to harm you. So you have to be very careful when working with her. How I work with her is, well, that's for another video. But yeah, I'm going to be coming out with her oil and her spray very, very soon. And this is going to be charged with the Kali Yantra and the Kali Mantra. A yantra is like a pattern. It's like a geometric pattern. And then a mantra is words. It's like verbally speaking something. So it's going to be charged with the mantra over 1,000 times. It's going to have oils and herbs that she loves that awaken her, that are offered to her. And it's just going to be very high vibration Kali spray and oil. Hi, how can you be positive all the time? Muska asks. That's really funny because as soon as I woke up today, I was in a shitty, very mad, aggressive, irritated mood. And I've been like that all day long. And I also did a few readings for people. And I feel like when you do a reading for somebody who's going through something or their energy is not completely good, I feel like that energy can come into the reader's life a little bit. So I did the reading and I did not cleanse myself. So that was my bad. But I'm not positive all the time. I don't even think I'm positive right now. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, being truthful, answering some questions. I guess I am being positive. I found your candle in your shop, but where is the ritual? What are you talking about? Are you talking about this candle right here? This candle is on my shop. The ritual will be done on Sunday. The ritual we do, and then we send you the candle after the ritual is done. So the candle gets charged. Is there a site for your store? Hi, Tony. The site, yeah, it's going to be in my description box. But if you go in my previous videos, it's always linked in the description box. It's my Etsy store. Can you explain how to use the abundance oil and money oil? I'm trying to look for more money in my life. So these oils, the abundance oils, they include like herbs and oils that are very high vibration for attracting money, like basil, cinnamon. All of these herbs have and oils have properties of attracting money. So what I do is I like to rub the oil on my money, rub the oil on my wallet, rub the oil on candles, burn the candle. I'll rub the oil on myself a little bit sometimes. There's so many things you could do with the oil. You could rub the oil on your front door. You could rub it on your doorstep to invite the money energy. You could rub it on your business card, the front door of your business, or if you have work, like if you have an office, you go to an office or you go to work, you can rub a little bit on your door at work. Like there's a lot of things you could do. That's so weird. One of my yoga teacher I subscribe to is doing some practices dedicated to Kali. She's an amazing goddess. Yes, she is. She's amazing and she's very dangerous. And when I say dangerous, I mean Kali is a goddess that she does not care. If you want something, she doesn't care how she will give it to you. Sometimes she will rip the roads open in a way where you'll feel like, why is this happening to me? But she'll find a way to get you what you want. And sometimes she'll destroy your ego in the process. She will destroy whatever needs to be destroyed in and around you to get you where you want to be. So that's why be very careful when you work with her, because sometimes things get pushed and moved out of your life and out of your way that you didn't expect. But in the end, it was for your highest good. Like she will always do it for your highest good, but she's a scary goddess to work with. How do you sign up for this candle? You just go to my Etsy store and you can purchase your spot in the ritual. What is Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth. What is the difference between your two sprays? Okay, so the cleansing spray has a lot to do with the Shiva energy. Shiva is the god of destruction and also the creator. He's very powerful and he removes obstacles and he also gives you spiritual connection, and he's just a beautiful, beautiful god. Now, the reason that I charge, I'm sorry, like I keep moving this. The reason that I charge my cleansing sprays with his energy, with his mantra, is because he will get rid of any energy that doesn't belong there. And he's very like negative energies, negative entities, negative things are afraid of him. Like just the presence of his name alone can push them away. That's how powerful he is believed to be. And so I like to charge my cleansing sprays with his energy. And then my yantra, my Sri Yantra spray, which is right here. This, if you guys look up the Sri Yantra, this is very, very powerful. Actually, my earrings, they're Sri Yantra. So if you guys can see, I make these too. They're up on my shop if you guys want to buy that. But if you Google it, this is like the sacred pattern that is the foundation of everything in the universe. Like when Tesla, a lot of his work is based off the Sri Yantra. So ever since I've been working with this, ever since I've intertwined this into my life, like energy started moving quicker. Energy started moving quicker in the direction I wanted it. And this spray includes oils that go with the yantra, that correspond with the yantra, that will help to open the roads and invite what you want. And this spray is also charged with the Sri Yantra mantra over 1,000 times. So that's the difference between two of my sprays. I hope that made sense. Olga says, is that just buying the candle? I would also love that Kali oil. When will you have that? The Kali oil is coming in about, I would say, 2 weeks, just because I'm still waiting on some of the materials. Some of the herbs and the oils were hard to get my hands on. So I'm waiting for those so that I can start to make the oil. Is that just buying the candle? So you're buying the candle? Yes, I'm going to be sending the candle to you, but we're going to be charging the candle. We're going to be doing a ritual on the candle. I hope that makes sense. Germani says, do you know more of money herbs? Yes, cinnamon is a good one. Basil is good for prosperity. Nutmeg is good for bringing in prosperity. I can't really think of any more right now off the top of my head, but those are the ones that I would go to. I'm looking at my like apothecary section and trying to give you guys what like off the top of my head. Basil is actually basil and cinnamon. Like if I were to make a candle to attract money, I would use basil and cinnamon, sage, and maybe even cloves to get rid of any negative energy that is blocking the money in my life. Bay leaves are a number one. I can't even believe that I forgot to mention that. Bay leaves attract money really well. Like if I can tell you guys, use bay leaves. My boyfriend is telling me thyme. Thyme is a good one. Thyme is a good one. Ginger is a really good herb too, because ginger is a very like fiery herb. It will push through things to get what you want, and then also it's a fast acting herb. So whatever you want to manifest, ginger helps to bring it into manifestation faster. Kumari, are you Hindi or Hindu? You seem to know the Hindu god and goddesses. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm not Hindu. I was actually born here in California, but my background, my family, my parents and everyone are from Fiji Islands. So I was exposed to the Indian gods and goddesses from a very, very young age, but I never agreed with the way that I was taught to work with them or pray to them. I never agreed with it and never connected with it, never resonated with it until I completely stopped all of it. And then later on in life, when I revisited those gods and goddesses in my own way, like I didn't revisit them. I feel like they pulled me towards them to work with them in a way that benefited me and the way that resonated with me. And when I started doing that, that's how I understood their power. Like, so yeah, I think I just went on a tangent. Elizabeth says, I've bought the cleansing spray twice and I love it. When I spray it, I always kick out what I don't need, what is not happiness to me, and I invite abundance, love, and joy. I'm really happy to hear that. And I use my own products too all the time. Like if I don't believe in the power of my own product, I will never, ever sell it. How often do I burn bay leaves? I actually have not burned bay leaves for a while. After I did the ritual, the new moon ritual, I did not burn a bay leaf after that. So I would say I burn it maybe once a week. Recently, hi Latanya, I hope I'm saying your name right. Recently, I was lying down and placed a lapis stone on my third eye area. I started to swirl. I felt like I was sliding out of my body. I just wanted to enhance my psychic ability. Is this normal? That's a very strong energy that you felt. Now, I don't know what is normal to you. Like everybody, we're all different. If I was you and I did that and I experienced that, I would kind of explore it. Like maybe try putting another stone on top of your third eye and see what that reaction will be. And then try the lapis again and see what thoughts come through, what images come in your mind. Journal it out, write it down really quick so you don't forget, and really pay attention to all that and Google the symbolism. Like say you put it on your third eye, right? And then you get an image of a crow. There's symbolism in that. The universe is sending you messages. So explore it. That's what I would do. Hi, Mary. Hi, Nisha. Which one, in your opinion, ritual, crystal, or law of attraction is the best for attracting abundance? All of them. Like, I don't just stick to one thing. I use everything. And here's what I always say. I will harass the energy until it comes to me. That's how I work. I don't like, maybe some other people won't believe in that. Maybe, whatever, like, but that's what I do. I will harass every energy until I get what I want. So Do all three. Do whatever resonates with you. Do what's easier for you. Tanya says, oh, message retracted. Flower Child, I love the crackle sounds and scent of burning bay leaves. Sometimes I put a whole bunch in a brown bag with intentions and burn it. That's a good idea. I like that. You know what I love to do is like, I love to go outdoors in nature and I love to have bonfires and campfires. And when I do, like lately, I have to burn something in there, like either sage or bay leaves or something. And I'm also thinking about the next time that I do it, I want to include you guys. So I can either take a video or pictures and then have your guys' names on the bay leaves and burn it along with mine in my campfire, if you guys are interested. Mary says, how and when is the best time to clean or charge tarot cards? Holy shit, I have not even cleansed my tarot cards. But for me, I light incense every single day, and it's the smoke of the incense cleanses everything in my shop. Everything in my shop is already cleansed every single day based off of my daily routine anyways. But yeah, when is the best time, or when is the best time to clean or charge your tarot cards? It's whenever you feel like. If you look at your cards and you're like, okay, wait, I need to cleanse it or charge it, go ahead and do so. It's all up to you. You have the connection that you have with your tarot cards is a connection nobody else has. So only you can feel and tell when it's okay to clean and charge it. Tanya says, how do you get messages from the universe? So this is something that I've been getting a lot of readings for. A lot of my reading customers are asking me how to open up the third eye and how to connect with the universe. So I feel like I can make a whole video about that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But how do you get messages from the universe? You have to be open to it, first of all. Use tarot cards. You could use a Ouija board. That's you have to be careful when you do the Ouija board. And also you can use divination tools. There's a lot. You can use runes. We have rune readings available on the store too. But you could use anything. You could use seashells and use 2 seashells. And then you ask a yes or no question. Or you could use 1 seashell and you ask a yes or no question. If it lands on the bottom, it's a yes. It lands on the top, no. Like you could use anything. You could use dice. Like you could use anything. Vinita says, good morning. Hi, Vinita. Good morning. Which crystal is best for dieting? And what do you do with it? For diet, hematite is a really good crystal to have to control appetite. So I think, and how would you use it? I think you would wear it. I actually do have a few hematite bracelets left on my store. But yeah, you would wear it. How do you use blood to manifest your wishes? So say that you want to create something in your life, right? If I wanted this thing strong enough, and if it was like a very dire situation, like what I would do is prick my finger and wipe my blood on a candle, write my intention on the candle, lace it with herbs and oils, crystals, and then light the candle, so that blood is the energy of creation. So that's why I would use blood. But very little, like you just need a little tiny drop. When will you do a money ritual? Next month, I'll be doing a money ritual. Sorry, that's my boyfriend. He keeps talking. You mentioned harassed every way, LOL, using crystals and law of attraction. I have been doing that, but still have not manifested. Okay, so I actually have a few videos lined up that are going to be coming out within the next few weeks, talking about why your manifestations don't come into fruition, why it's not happening fast enough. So the reason this happens is because we create our blocks ourselves. It's as easy for you to attract a glass of wine the same way that you could attract $1 million. The difference is us. We get in our way, our thoughts, our beliefs, whatever the hell we've been taught since we were little children, through TV, through school, through parents, religion. There's a lot of belief systems that get engraved into our mind. Some are so deeply rooted in our subconscious that we don't even completely know, but these create blocks. And so a huge thing is for you to just heal a lot, healing a lot of childhood things, healing and purging out a lot of belief systems that don't serve you anymore. Just bought the candle and ritual along with the abundance oil. Thank you for purchasing that. Where do you suggest to buy candles? Okay. I have like a candle buying problem, like an addiction. So I buy candles from Walmart, the dollar store, Ross, Marshall's, where else? 99-cent store, order it online. Or if I go anywhere and I see a bunch of candles for sale, the thrift store, go to the thrift store. Like I buy my candles anywhere. If I see a candle that has potential, then I will buy it. And if you see discounted candles, buy them. Hi, Kia. I think that's how you say your name. I am new to saging and crystals. What's the best way to get started practicing using ancestor altars, using crystals, finding my purpose and journey? I'm new to it all. That's very exciting. I feel like when you're new to it, there's so much to explore. There's so much to learn. So go with what your spirit tells you. And I myself don't have an ancestor altar. So I wouldn't be able to tell you about that. Yeah, I think just listen to your gut, listen to your heart, listen to where your spirit takes you. Flower Child says, my ancestor altar has a wine glass of water for purity and offering, pictures of your loved ones, a few special items like a rosary that is 3 generations. Many times you just do it feels right. Yeah. Like if you have to like stand in front of the place that you're going to make your altar and just be still. I feel like you'll receive messages. Be still, quiet your mind, maybe light an incense and a candle, and just listen and just be open and receptive to whatever comes in. How to make my granny accept me for being a witch? Really need your answer in this question. This is a hard one because like the older generation is not very accepting of this new, like not new, but like they're so set in their beliefs and religion and ways that it's harder for them to accept when, you know, one of their loved ones strays away from the religion and like follows something else. So it's hard on them. Here's the first thing we need to understand is a lot of times we're like, why won't they accept me? Why won't they just understand? A lot of the times we should understand them too. Like imagine it's your granny, like she lived her whole life a certain way and then she sees you doing something different. It scares her. Like, let's be real. It scares her. And so I think that's why she's probably coming across as not accepting you. But to make her like, here's what I would do. I would light a candle with her name and your name with some rose oil and peppermint oil to open the communication. So you guys can maybe just sit down and talk about her perspective and your perspective, and rose oil to just bring that unconditional love aspect into the conversation. Jane says, why are candles so important? Okay, so candles are alchemy in itself. Candles are they're solid, right? It's a solid thing. And then you burn it and it changes its formula. It changes what it is. It melts away. So it's alchemy. And so whatever it is that your intention is you're putting it into this physical 3D thing, right? And then when you burn it, it's becoming almost like it's becoming something that's going into the spiritual world because you don't see it anymore. Once it dissolves and melts away and the smoke goes out into the space and universe, whatever, it becomes a part of something else, something bigger. So that's why I like to work with candles. It's a very like alchemy type of thing. Faiza. Hi, Faiza. I hope I'm saying your name right. In our South Asian culture, there is no acceptance for witches. In fact, no awareness. There is. There's a lot of like misconceptions. There's a lot of miscommunication. There's a lot of judgment. Just the word witches, I think, turns people off. But here's the thing. Like, okay, so working with herbs and like candles and oils and stuff, right? That's people mistake that for witchcraft. But in the Indian Hindu culture, if you're familiar with it, this is what I grew up with. When you do your puja, when you do your prayers, it's what is that priest doing? That priest is using herbs, fire, elements, oils to cleanse negative energy. That's why the prayer is held, right? People come to your house, they eat your food because it's like you're spreading that good energy. You're building up good energy when you feed people. Like it's something that in the Indian culture, you hold a prayer at your house. People will come, there'll be a ritual, you feed them, you know. So is like, how can you say one is witchcraft and one is not? They both use herbs. They both use mantras. They both use oils. They both use the elements. Like, I don't know. It's always weird to me how people can say one thing is something else and something else, but they're using the same things. What are basics of an altar? How do you set one up? Latanya. Okay, so basics of an altar: candles, incense, stuff that you resonate with, that you find very magical or spiritual, or just that you find very, very special. Now, let me give you an example. So for me, I would put incense. I would put like maybe a little statue of a deity that I work with. Right now, my altar always changes. Right now, my altar is focused on Ganesh. He's the remover of obstacles. So he's sitting on a pyrite throne, and he's sitting there, and every single morning I will light a candle for him or incense for him. So, but you know, and it changes with the energy. Like next week, maybe I'll feel more of a Kali energy, more of that goddess energy. So I will put him in a respectful place, and I will put Kali up on my altar. So your altar is like a representation of your spirit and what you work with and what you want to attract in your life. Why is incense so important? Hi, Carmen. Hi, Natasha. Why is incense so important? So incense is very important because I feel like the scent and the properties and whatever incense you use, it carries the vibration of your intention out into the air. You know, the smoke clears away anything around you that doesn't belong there. The smoke carries your intention, like it changes the air, the frequency and the vibration of the air around you. So if you like camphor is very cleansing. So that's cleansing energy that you're just infusing into the air around you. So that's why incense is very important. I am Felicia Renee. Hi. Kirsty says, is this a subject you wanted to talk about? So, okay, so I know I said that I was going to be on here for an hour, and the hour is almost up, and I still have not even gotten into the subject that I wanted to talk to. Should I open up that subject right now and stay for another hour? Or should I do another live stream another day and get into that? Let me know. Oh, Olga, do you by chance have a cat? I wanted to ask you that question. Stay. We're here. Go for it. Thank you for answering all of our questions. Let me ask my boyfriend. What does he think? Should I stay for another hour? Yeah. He says, yeah. Okay. I'm going to stay for another hour and open up this conversation because it's really important to me and I really want to talk to you guys about it. So Carmen says, is all this tarot Reiki crystals really that bad? Have seen videos of conspiracy and got me thinking Illuminatis. It's not bad. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's misunderstood. Tarot is not bad. It's not evil. Tarot actually has helped me and my clients so much more than therapy. Like, it just gave so much perspective and clarity, guidance. Just, I don't know where I'd be without tarot and crystals and like, and that opens up the conversation right now. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. So, therapy, counseling, psychologists, versus spiritual coaching. Have you got like, I don't even know how to start. What are you guys' thoughts? What are you guys' opinions? Like, have you guys ever had spiritual coaching? Have you guys ever had like spiritual therapy? Versus have you guys had therapy like with a psychologist or a counselor, a therapist? What was your experience? Delton says, can I make my own tarot cards? Yeah, you can. I actually made my own deck too. And it's the deck that you make yourself is the most powerful one that you're going to use just because you're going to connect with your own cards better than anyone. Hi, Tiffany. Is it another form of counseling? So spiritual therapy or spiritual coaching, it is another form of counseling, yes. Carmen says, my therapist is a Reiki. Sorry, I'm just going to get comfortable. My therapist is a Reiki master and works with both. And she's good. You're so lucky. You're so lucky to find a therapist that does that. Like, I wish I could find one that does that. I have a shaman. Drumming and crystal bowls are so wonderful. Faiza says, therapy with a spiritual coach was more beneficial to me than psychologists. So, oh, she does Skype? That's interesting. I'm very interested. Faiza, I feel the same way. I've gone to therapy. I've gone to psychologists. I've gone to counseling in the past. But working with a spiritual coach was something else. Like it changed my entire life. My name is Mystic. I have had both counseling and I do spiritual. Oh, you do spiritual coaching. And I will say my spiritual coaching experiences by far has helped me the most, change my life forever. Yes. I'm like really iffy to get into this because I just don't want to offend anyone that is going to therapy, because there are people out there that it has helped. It has benefited them. It has changed their life so much. So I don't want to disrespect that or disregard that in any way. And I don't want to ever tell you guys don't go to therapy or don't go to your psychologist, because if it's helping you, then continue to do so. And I feel like if it's not helping you, if you feel like there's something else missing, you need more. Because to be honest with you guys, like 1 hour a week, every week, to try to fix what's going on with you, really? Like, I don't see how that can possibly ever help anyone. And that's what I needed. I needed more than that. Please recommend spiritual coaches. Okay, so I have a spiritual coach. I've had her for 5-6 years, I think, and she changed my life. And I wanted to give you guys her information, but I don't want to give it to you guys right now. Just email me if you guys want to speak to her. She has become my best friend. She has helped me through so much, and she helped me in a way where she made me do the inner work. She made me realize things. She's very gentle and soft and loving, but she's also very brutally honest, and she will tell you what you need to hear. If you guys want her information, email me. But right now, I don't want to give her information out because her mom just passed away. So she's dealing with all of that right now, and I just don't want to bombard her with a bunch of messages. But yeah, I would love to try spiritual therapy. I've had one Reiki session from my massage therapist, and I felt amazing. I'm waiting to see a psychologist, so we'll see what happens. I've never had Reiki done, but I've heard so much about it. I'm going to school right now to be a hypnosis, and I feel like it's a form of therapy. It is a form of therapy. I've never really done it myself, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. So I want to kind of really go deep into this. So the reason that I, in my experience in my life, don't really believe that therapy and counseling and all that stuff is for me is because I'm on a spiritual journey. And this is something that my own spiritual coach and I had conversations about. So I feel like we're on a spiritual journey, and it's just different. Like, I don't know if this is okay. So let me start off like this. I went to a few different psychologists, therapists, and counseling, and it never helped. It never, like, here's my issue is I want to get down to what is triggering me. Why does it trigger me? What can I do to stop it? What can I do to overpower it? If there's a situation in my life that's going wrong, I need to understand, why is it going wrong? What am I doing that is not helping the situation? Like, all these things, are these things that the therapists and counselors talk about? Because in my sessions, it just always seemed like they will divert the conversation to something else that doesn't even make sense. Like, me talking about this gets me kind of angry because it doesn't even make sense. Whereas when I work with my spiritual coach, she will go deep into the issue, and she will ask me intense, hard questions that will make me face reality and not try to run away from it. Like, I asked my therapist about something, and what she did is she tried to, first of all, she was like 15 years younger than me. I just felt really dumb and stupid sitting in front of her talking about my problems when, I don't know, it just felt really stupid because I'm like, I have more life experience than you do. And I'm sitting here like kind of almost depending on you for some advice and help. And I felt like she went, like, it felt very textbook. Like, whatever she learned in the books, in the textbook, whatever, that's what she was applying to my life. And it was annoying. Like, there was a situation, and she tried what she did to help me with the situation is she sat down and she had me act like myself, and then she acted like the other person. So it was like me having a conversation with the other person. And then she told me, okay, well, you need to handle this conversation a different way. You need to approach the situation a different way, which is fine. Like, yeah, that does make sense. That's something that, of course, helps. But I already know that. Like, I already know that this is not going my way. This is not going good. It needs to change. What I went to her for was to really get down, and I just needed a little bit of help to find out why that situation was like that. What triggered it? What triggered me? Why did that trigger affect me so, like, profoundly? What emotions came along with it? What emotions can I control? What emotions do I suppress? Like, what the hell? She did not go through any of this stuff. And I was so mad. I went to her about 4 times, and I spent a lot of money on copays. So I got a bill. And when I looked at the bill, I was so pissed, just because I'm paying all this money out of my pocket for an hour a week of bullshit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. You love your therapist, but would love to try a spiritual coach. And that's another thing. if you click with your therapist, if you connect with your therapist, stick with it. Like that's going to help you, because that's another thing is you need to find somebody that you can click with, that you can like, you just can be open and talk about things with. But I feel like for me, I just don't click at all. I never have. And I just feel like it's because of the way that they approach my situations. Whereas my own spiritual coach, she will approach my situation in a way that I need. Like I need that deep dive into what the hell is going on and why it's going on. What is creating it? Here's why I love my spiritual therapist so much is she told me that everything that happens in my life it's me. It's a projection of my thoughts. It's a projection of my energy. I needed to hear that. I needed to know that. And as soon as I became aware of that and I started to listen to that and change things around that, my life started to change. And this was after like 10 years of therapy that nothing happened. And then I find a spiritual coach, and she, in a few months, just completely changed my perspective. So many people turn to hypnosis after years and years of regular counseling. Yeah, because, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know, like, how to start. It's frustrating. Yeah, it is frustrating. And how did that make you feel? That's another thing. So when they ask you, and which I love it. I love when people ask you, how did that make you feel? Because that's very important. But with my therapists and counselors, they would ask me, how did it make me feel? And then, I don't know, the conversation would go somewhere else. Like, I feel like I would want to dive and dig in deeper to how did that make me feel? Why did it make me feel that way? What can I do? What is healthy? What is unhealthy? What is it maybe from my childhood? Like, let's go back. Let's go back to the childhood. What is your first memory of this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, what did you experience when you first experienced love? Like, whatever. Like, go back. And they just stop the conversation right there after an hour. How about this? You're going deep. You're diving deep, right? And then bam, time's up. Like, how are you supposed to heal? Right? With my spiritual coach and with spiritual coaches, yes, they do charge, but I feel like it's well worth the money because they I don't know if this is with all spiritual coaches, but this is with mine. So if it goes beyond an hour, or if it needs to go beyond an hour, she will do it. Like, yeah, maybe they'll charge a little bit extra, but you're paying for their time and their knowledge, their wisdom, their energy. And so you have that option to go above an hour. So as soon as you like dig deeper into an issue or something, it just doesn't just stop after an hour. Oh my God, like that is the worst thing ever. When you're finally like you reach something, or you're digging deeper inside of your spirit and yourself, you're speaking about it, which probably you've never even spoken to anybody else in your life, and you're speaking about it for the first time, and then bam, like an hour's up. I don't know, that just pisses me off. Check out Byron Katie on YouTube. She totally will change your life for the better if you're willing to do the work. That's another thing, Flower Child. I'm really glad that you mentioned that, is you have to put in the work. Whether you go to therapy or whether you go to a spiritual coach, if you don't put in the work, nothing's going to change. And it's hard work. It's hard work facing your own demons, going inside and looking at those aspects of yourself that don't serve you anymore, and then trying to purge those out, trying to overpower them and clean it out of your system. It's hard work. But if you're willing to do it, like I promise you, your life will change. Hi, Shelia. Shelia? I hope I'm saying your name right. I need help finding my career path after being a stay-at-home mom. I've lost myself. So it just seems like right now, the first thing that needs to happen is you gain your confidence back. You need to gain your like connection with your own spirit, connection with yourself back. And after you do that, like right now, your vibration is somewhere else. As soon as you gain your confidence back and your connection with your own spirit back, you can change your vibration. When you change your vibration to a higher state, it starts vibrating out into the universe, and you'll start to attract opportunities. Opportunities maybe you never even thought that would come to you. They'll come to you based off of how you're vibrating, what frequency you're vibrating. And you always want to make sure that your vibration is at a high vibration. And that's one of the biggest reasons I'm doing this ritual, is to raise the vibration. It's very important. Hi, Christina. You should try to be a spiritual coach in the future. I always look forward to your videos. I feel like I'm learning and taking a new journey. Thank you, Jane. And in the future, it might be something that I will open up to you guys. But here's the thing. There's still some aspects of me, and there always will be. There's still some aspects I need to heal from before I can do that. Before I can start helping you guys heal, I need to face my own stuff and heal all of that, so I can be the best that I can be for you. We're more spiritual. I feel like past life regression or going through the dark night of the soul. So holistic hypnosis will be able to help you reprogram your subconscious mind and body and soul. Yeah. Basically, what we're trying to do with therapy, spiritual coaching, rituals, candles, anything and everything that we're doing is basically that. You're just trying to reprogram your subconscious mind. Whatever belief systems that are there that are blocking you from manifesting what you want, you're trying to get rid of that. That's what all these rituals are doing. Because it all starts with us. It all starts with our mind. So there was a lot of other things I wanted to talk about regarding this whole therapy and spiritual counseling stuff, but I forgot. I don't even remember. I wanted to get into it in the beginning of the video, and then I got distracted with the chat section. So tomorrow, do you guys want to know what tomorrow's reading is going to be about? It's a really good one. I've never done anything like this on my channel before, but it's going to be a message regarding love from your shadow self. So messages about love, like whatever the blocks are, whatever may be going on in your love life, preventing you from being happy in love, whatever it is, the issue that you're having with love, and what your dark aspect, what your shadow aspect has to say about it. So that's what's going to be going on tomorrow. The reading was really good. I've said before that I feel a connection to you. You just have a quality, a sense of good and healing about you. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you to say that. I'm about to fall off my chair. Hold on. So I also want to ask you guys, okay, before we move on, is there anything that you guys want to talk to me about regarding therapists and like spiritual coaching? Can you explain how your readings work? The readings that that people purchase, or the readings that I do every Friday? Which readings are you talking about? Hi, Katrina. So the purchased readings. Okay, so here's how that works. I feel like this is like too much space on top of my head. Okay, so the readings that people purchase, those are delivered to you like this. You purchase the reading, and there's a section when you purchase the reading that it's like a message to the shop. In there, I like for you to write your name and birth date and whatever questions you may have in the reading. And if you don't do that, I'll usually message you to just ask you like, hey, do you have any questions? Do you have anything you'd like to focus on during the reading? And then after I get your questions or whatever you want to focus on, I will do a 30-minute reading, video reading. I'll film the reading. I will do the reading with tarot cards, oracle cards, and I will also just channel messages that come through. And then I will send you a link to that reading. And most of the time, the readings go above 30 minutes. And I never stop it if it does go beyond 30 minutes, because I feel like those are the messages that need to come through. It needs to be longer. Like those messages need to get to you. And if it takes longer to do that, then I will do that. I saw your candles. Beautiful. Thank you, Katrina. I think that's why the government won't allow insurances to cover a spiritual coach or anything holistic, because they know it will work. So how would the people stuck in the 3D make their money? Oh man, Tiffany, that is so true. How can we remove some of the conditioning from our religious upbringing to open up and not feel guilty? This is something that a few years ago I had a lot of issues with. I was struggling with it. And so what I do is I use candles. Like that's how I mean, that's the only way that I knew how to do anything to help myself. It came to a point where I was on Prozac. It was not helping. It came to a point where therapy was not helping. I did not have one friend in the entire world. I would scroll through my phone. Just maybe I can call an aunt or an uncle, like a grandma, somebody, like, but no, like you scroll through your phone 50 million times. There's nobody that you can reach out to. And so what I turned to was myself, my spirit, and then using all these tools like candles and oils and herbs. Like these became my friends, and they helped me more than any human probably ever has. And another thing that really helped me is my cat, and hence the reason I have her on my arm. She's like my god. Like her purr can heal anything that I'm going through. So I mean, animals and pets have an insane power. So don't disregard their power either. If you have a pet, if you have an animal, connect with it and just embrace that. Oh, and I also used candles because so Mary, your question, how can you remove the conditioning from your religious upbringing? I would use black candles. I'd write my name on the black candle, my birthday on the black candle, and I would put sage oil or sage leaves or sage powder, cloves, like cleansing herbs, so that I can really remove whatever it is around me or inside my mind, my heart, my spirit that doesn't belong there, that doesn't serve my purpose anymore. And those black candles really help move the energy into my direction. Do you sell candles in your Etsy shop? Yes, I do. I actually have love candles up and I have protection candles up. I don't have it with me. I wish I had it with me to show you guys, but they're already up in my Etsy store. If you guys go to a previous video of mine, because right now we're in the live stream, so I can't really link it, but my store is there and I sell candles. I have love up. So all the herbs, crystals, and oils that have to do with vibration of love, I prepared those candles, and then I also have protection candles. So protection herbs, protection crystals, and I sell 4 for $11.11. So it's a little tea light. So it's pretty affordable. If you guys are interested, you guys can head to my Etsy store. I just feel guilty for straying away from the religious conditioning. Yes, you'll feel it. You'll feel the guilt, and it's normal. That's normal, and it's because that it's something you've known all your life, and then you're trying to get away from it. It's uncomfortable, right? That's the biggest word I can tell you guys. It's uncomfortable, and whenever something is uncomfortable, we try to avoid it and try to not go towards the uncomfortable. But it's okay. Like, it's okay to be uncomfortable. Like when you're skydiving, you're not comfortable. You're about to dive off the plane. You're anxious, you're scared, you're nervous, but it's probably going to be the best thing ever for you. So it's good to feel uncomfortable sometimes. I'll need to say good night, beautiful people. I'll watch the rest of the video tomorrow. My dog is my world. Night, night. Good night, Christy. Thank you for coming and joining us. Carmen says, why does it feel everything is wrong? I thought I knew what my purpose was, work with animals and energy, and took Reiki level 1 from there. Oh, man. Okay. So how do I say this? Me just reading your message right now, it's a very low vibration message. The energy of your message is very depleted. The energy is very low, very like like I mean, like almost like your shoulders are probably low right now. So what I would recommend is, first of all, the most important thing is what makes you happy. Is it a glass of wine? Is it playing with your dog? Is it talking to your best friend? What is that makes you happy? Do that thing right now. Because when you do something that makes you happy, you're raising your vibration. And it feels like right now your vibration is pretty low and could use something like an uplifting something. So, and if you like, sometimes we're in such a slump and such a low vibration that we don't even know what to do or what makes us happy anymore. And in this case, I would like light an orange candle. Orange is the color of happiness and abundance. You could use oranges. Oranges attract happiness and warmth and cheer. What I like to do is use orange essential oil, put it in water, or even rub orange essential oil on myself, or I like to put it in some water and spray it all over the house. And my Sri Yantra sprays have orange essential oil in it. Everyone is so quick to judge. There's a saying in the Bible, something like don't throw pearls before swine, meaning don't talk to people that aren't where you are on your journey. That's another thing, is a lot of the times we get so excited that we're on this different path and this different journey that when we talk to other people about it, they just think you're weird or you're crazy or you're doing devil's work or you're a witch or whatever it is. And that's like, it gets to you, like that makes you feel bad. So, and I have a video coming up about energy vampires, and in that video I talk about people like this. Like, they'll drain your energy if somebody's not aligned with you, that you don't feel a connection with or you don't resonate with, and then you're trying to have a conversation with them about something. It's going to be draining for you. So just be careful. What are other ways to raise the vibration? So I have a video coming up. I have a few videos coming up about how to raise your vibration. But what I do to raise my vibration is I use candles. I use scent. I think the most important thing is scent. So like if you go and you stick your face in some roses, when you smell those roses, how do you feel? Isn't it like an uplifting? Just that scent is just amazing and beautiful. So scent is a good one. Like spray your perfume all over the house if you don't have anything. Use scent to raise the vibration. Also, music. Music is a big one. Music changes the frequency of the air around you, the beat, the tone, the melody. You could use like the 400 something megahertz music, but I don't really use those just because the people on YouTube that make those, I don't know what, like, realistically, I don't know what they're doing, how they're making it, if it's really 400 megahertz or like what the hell they're implanting into my mind. So I don't use those. But use your favorite songs, use upbeat music. Music is a big one. Like, I feel like every time I'm in a slump or I'm in a bad mood or something, if I turn music on and then I do something like I cook or I clean or prep a candle or whatever, music really raises the vibration. And another thing I want to say to you guys, but I don't know if I should, because there's a lot of people, and I've actually seen a lot of videos popping up on YouTube right now about how alcohol lowers your vibration. Alcohol comes between you and your manifestation. Yes, like for some people, yeah, it can. For some people, it definitely can. But for me, no. For me, it's a way that I can remove my filters. It's a way that I can think. Like you can't drink to run away. When I drink wine or have myself a drink or something, I drink to go in. So that's the difference. Like you can actually use this to go inward and to face the things that you need to face, things that you wouldn't necessarily face maybe if you were completely sober. And in my case, like my boyfriend is in the room. He's actually in the chat. So wine helps you channel. Me too. But you have to be very, very careful. You cannot let it be something that you use to get away from the problem. That's not healthy. It's not safe. It's not good. And if you use it to get away from your problem, yes, it will create blocks. It will stop your manifestations from coming to you. For me, I did realize that the hard way because I did used to drink a lot, especially when I was grieving and going through a lot of stuff. And I would use it to just calm those thoughts that were going on. But now I use it to go in and be like, okay, this thought, this thought, this thought, and this thought. Which ones do I need? Which ones don't belong there? Like, you need to get out. So it really helps me organize and think and just go in there because sometimes I can't go in there. Thank you for wonderful videos. Chandana. I like that name. That's like my last name, Chandra. My last name means moon. So I really like your name. So are there any other questions that you guys have for me? Do any of you guys watch Ashira Star Goddess or Shira 7? Shelia says, I can't thank you enough. You just lifted my spirit. You guys are all lifting my spirits. I'm so glad that you guys are sitting here and talking to me, spending this time with me. Do you guys have a glass of wine? Do you guys have coffee or tea with you guys? Oh, you can use tea to raise your vibration. If you drink rose tea, and you can get it at your local Asian store. I've also been thinking about making my own high vibration tea mixture. If you guys are interested in that, then let me know. Hi, Christina. Speaking of the moon, do you have any tips for upcoming new moon? The new moon is on, it's coming soon. So the new moon is for bringing in, for attracting. So any ritual that you want to do to bring something in, use the new moon. Yes, girl, make the tea. I'm working on it. I will be making a goddess tea infusion and a raise your vibration tea. May 18th is the new moon. Okay, thank you so much, Chandana. Okay, so we have some time before the new moon. Now, I am going to be doing a new moon ritual. And I'm going to, so the last one I did was new moon ritual for money and abundance. So what do you guys want the new moon ritual to be next? What do you guys want to attract and focus on in the next new moon ritual? And I want to incorporate like the rituals I do for myself so that you guys can be a part of that. So in the previous one, I did a bay leaf burning ritual. The one that's coming on Sunday has to do with runes and candles and herbs and crystals. Like, it's everything in one. And then the next one that I do on the new moon, it will be something else, but it will be definitely something that I've used before, that I've tested that it works, that I do manifest. So I want to do it for myself again on the new moon. And so I want to include you guys in it too. But I will let you guys know what that is. You want lots of love this new moon. Okay, we can attract love. You know that the most powerful way to attract love is self-love. Like, I know it probably sounds like a gimmick or that it's easier said than done, but this is something I've experienced myself over a long, long, long time. You will never, ever attract love, like ever attract love, if you don't have self-love. And this is because of the law of attraction. Like, the universe gives you what you feel. And how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel worthy? Do you feel confident? Do you feel beautiful? Do you love yourself? First of all, like, whatever feelings and emotions you feel about yourself is what the universe is going to bring to you. So if you've been attracting shitty people into your life, it's because you're treating yourself shitty. So you have to change the way that you treat yourself. And trust me when I say this, I had to learn that the hard way. I was in a relationship for 10 years where I had no self-love, and I always wondered why don't I get treated the way that I want to be treated? And it's because I had no self-love. Why did you mention Ashira Star? Okay, so I mentioned her. The chat is very distracting. When I watch other people's, thank you, Cal, for full moon May 18th and new moon June 3rd. See how distracting it is? The chat is really distracting. What was the question? Why did you mention Ashira Star? Because if you're a female and you want to if you want more advice for female energy and female empowerment, especially, like, I don't agree with every little thing she says, but I do agree heavily on a lot of things she says. And that's why I mentioned her, because if you guys are trying to come into your own power as a female, I feel like you guys would really benefit from her videos. My boyfriend is being really creepy. You want to say hi? Come say hi. I don't know. I have a lot going on. That's when you have a lot going on, it's really hard to focus on the positive. Like that, I know that. And so, okay, so my computer battery is dying, so I'm just going to plug that in real quick. So excuse me for 1 second. He wanting to know when you're going to love on him? I don't understand. I don't understand that question. Can you go, what are you talking about? So you guys, I watched a movie yesterday. It was called Spirited Away, and it's something that I would have never watched on my own, but my boyfriend is very like into those kinds of movies, into that genre, and it was a really cute movie. There's a lot of hidden symbolism in that movie. I feel like you guys should watch it. It's called Spirited Away. It's hard to find. You're probably gonna have to rent it, I don't know, online. But it's a very good movie to watch. It's about this little girl that is like going somewhere with her parents, and they stop somewhere, and her and her parents go into this like tunnel or tree, and they enter a different place, and she goes on this journey. There's so much magic symbolism in that movie. Your boyfriend on chat waiting to have sexual time with you. It's a joke. Okay. I still don't get it. I still don't understand. Beautiful Creatures on Netflix. That's a movie, right? Beautiful Creatures is a movie. That's actually a really good movie. Katrina, I don't get it. I think I've seen Beautiful Creatures. Is that the movie where his face is like disfigured? He gets like a curse. Why are you whispering? Labyrinth is also very excellent. Isn't Labyrinth like foreign? You have to ask him later. Are you giving off sexual energy? Yeah, you. Beautiful Creatures is about a witch. Oh, I haven't seen that then. I guess I have seen it. Maybe I just don't remember. My boyfriend is saying yes, we've seen it. I don't remember. But then, yeah, then I should watch it again. What else? Oh, do you guys watch Game of Thrones? Did you guys watch it on Sunday? And oh my God, like if I could get into, and this is something Ashira Star Goddess does, like she gets into the behavior of women and why it benefits them and all that stuff. So with Game of Thrones, if you guys look at the women in the show and really study their feminine energy and how they use it to control a situation, especially like Khaleesi, Cersei, even Sansa. What is it? And that queen that married Joffrey, I forgot her name. What was her name? Marjorie. She's the biggest one. How she used her feminine power to gain all that power. Like, if you guys really study and observe the show, there's actually a YouTuber. His name is Mindful Attraction 2.0. I think his name is like Alex or something. But he really breaks down how Marjorie uses her feminine body, her feminine energy, and just how she uses herself in this way that's she doesn't even ever have to like lift a finger. Everything is just done for her, and she uses her feminine energy to do it. It's really interesting. How can I find balance with my spiritual work when my man isn't spiritual at all and does not get any of it? I feel guilty, like I'm being selfish doing my rituals and whatnot. Okay, Tiffany, so here's what you have to understand right now. Like, you're on a different path and a different journey, and he's on a different path and a different journey. He's probably trying to figure out his own way, and you're trying to figure out your own way, which you have already kind of figured out because you're on a spiritual journey. So here's what the thing is. The more and more that you dive into this spirituality of yours, you're going to start to really vibrate at a very powerful level. And so either he will accept it or he won't. And most of the times they do, because you're vibrating at such a beautiful power, beautiful energy, that they gravitate towards you. Like he'll come to you. So just keep going on your path. Just keep doing what you're doing. And stop looking at the fact that he's not getting any of it, that he's not spiritual, that he doesn't practice it with you. Instead, think of all the things about him that you are grateful for. So what is the things about him that you love? What are the things about him that make you stay with him? Focus on those. Be grateful for those aspects of him, because he's on a different path. He's on a different journey, but that doesn't mean that you guys cannot be together. Latanya says, no, I haven't seen one episode. Yes, that is natural to women. In counseling, we call it sexual manipulation for power. That's that charm, though. I think every woman has. Yes! Who said that? Latanya. Every woman has that power. Every woman has the power to manipulate any situation in their favor. Just we create life in our bodies. Like, if you really can get the essence of that, if you can really understand deeper, like, we have the ability to create a life and nurture that inside our body, that we should be worshipped as goddesses. Like, that's powerful. So it's very important for women to understand that and come into that power. Another thing that comes, like, popped into my mind is Ashira Star Goddess always talks about this, is like for, if you're in a relationship, if you're like in a relationship where there's a man and a woman, then the man, like the woman is bringing, there's a table. What is a woman bringing to the table? So women often, like, they put their makeup on, they're doing their hair, they put the jewelry on, they dress up, whatever. So they spend that time and that money. Makeup costs money. Beauty rituals cost money, right? They're bringing all that to the table. They're maintaining their self, their looks, their spirit, their health, their mental state. They're maintaining all of that and they're bringing that to the table. And not to mention, like, the fact that they can carry a child, like they can birth a child, they can bring a child into the world and all of that, that they're bringing all this stuff to the table. And you have to look at, what is the man bringing to the table? Like, does he have to put makeup on? And like, does he need to, like, you need to really understand, like, your self-worth of what you're bringing to the table and what they're bringing to the table in the relationship. Gibbo, can you say hello to me? Hi. Are you in the wrong chat? Watch Veer Das, a comedian on Netflix. We've seen it. I guess I fell asleep. My boyfriend just told me we've seen it, but I fell asleep. I have a bad habit of falling asleep. No one is forcing you, are they, Gibbo? Yeah, I don't know why they're in here. So I'm going to be in this chat for another half an hour. And you get it when he speaks of women and asking for it. Hi, Marina. Thank you for joining us. Apply that to Game of Thrones. I enjoy your set. Hi, Barbara. You guys didn't answer my question. Are you guys drinking wine with me? Are you guys drinking coffee with me? Tea? And whatever other questions that you guys have for me. Is this too long? Like, is this live stream too long? Are you guys okay with it going to 2 hours? Do you guys like me to keep it to 1 hour? Mary's drinking water. That's really good. Did you charge your water? Just listening, Barbara. Water too. What is the best weight loss manifestation? Orange juice. That actually sounds really good. What is the best weight loss manifestation? Okay, so I don't know what the best weight loss manifestation would be, other than keeping a vision in your mind of what you want to look like. And if you want to use a vision board or scripting or law of attraction, you just print out a photo of your ideal body and you print out a photo of yourself. You cut your head off and you put it onto the picture of the ideal body and you put it on your vision board, just as a motivation or like your end goal of what you want to look like. Coca-Cola. Actually, Coca-Cola sounds really good, Nisha. Is there any other kind of an oil that you guys would be interested in, or a spray, or like another product? Like, I am in the middle of right now of making more candles and also making the herbal blends that you guys can purchase from me and put in your own candles. So you don't even have to purchase the candles from me if you don't want to. You can purchase the herbs and just sprinkle on whatever candles you buy for yourself. How to find and connect to your animal spirits. Okay, so this question is, I'm going to tell you guys what I believe. So you may agree, you may not. Just take what resonates. You don't find your animal spirit. You don't connect with your animal spirit. They are going to find you. Your animal spirit is going to hunt you down, find you. And like, I feel like the connection is going to be very natural. Now, how do you find your spirit animal? Is because you're going to constantly keep seeing them, especially when you start a spiritual journey, or especially when you're going through a tough time. they're going to come to you. You're going to either see them all the time. You're going to see a part of them. For me, it's cats and crows. Like, can you guys see the crow right behind me? And then cats, like, it's cats and crows. They came to me for a long, long time. I used to hate cats. Like, I hated cats with a passion until Shadow came into my life. She changed my life. And I have this connection with cats that I can't even explain. And crows. I've been drawn to crows since I was a little girl. And so I would, the first thing I ever manifested, which I'm going to be doing a video. I'm releasing a video on my first ever manifestation. I'm going to tell you guys how I manifested it, where I found it, and the whole process and everything. The first thing I ever consciously, intentionally manifested was a crow's feather. And I still have the feather till this day. My boyfriend actually made me a smudger, and here's the feather right here. This is the first thing I ever manifested. And so what I do with this is, like, every time I light an incense or something, I spread the smoke with this. It's very, very sacred. There's symbolism on this. There's rune bindings. There's crystals. There's peacock feathers, raven feathers. And even a vacation I went to in Mexico, there was a parrot feather. And so I got the parrot feather right there. And so this is very symbolic to me. Now, if you guys want to purchase your own smudging feather stick or wand, I do have some up on my shop right now. They're going pretty quick, so you can purchase that there. But yeah, that's how you would connect with your animal spirit, is they come to you. What would be the significance of placing a crystal in your water and then drinking it? I've heard of people doing that for some reason. So I have a few videos on my channel where I tell you guys, or talk to you guys about elixirs and like how to make high vibration water, especially when it comes to attracting love. You can use rose quartz in your water, or if you want to heal from something, you can use rose quartz in your water. And also, I infuse my water with rose quartz and labradorite, because labradorite is a stone of magic. So it brings synchronicity into your life. So it puts you in the right time at the right place so that you can manifest what you want. And rose quartz is very healing for love and also attracting love. Oh, so my boyfriend just handed this to me. So this is our labradorite infused elixir that is going to be coming out very, very soon. So right now we're in the process of making it and testing it, and it smells so good. Like, just smelling it right now instantly lifts the vibration. It's so strong. It's so good. Like, I can feel my fingers tingling when I hold the bottle. So this is the elixir. Stay tuned for it. It's going to come out. It's an elixir that you can't ingest. You can use it on candles and stuff. Hi, Pamela. I want to buy a spray. You can buy it on my Etsy store. If you guys, I'm going to give you guys a coupon code. Let me just ask my boyfriend really quickly what is the coupon code? Okay, if you guys use the code midnight in my store, you get how much off? You get 10% off. So you get 10% off of anything in the store if you use the code midnight. This is one of my favorite kind of therapy, iced tea. Hi, Sandy. I've been having pain, like pressure on forehead around the 3 eye. Can you or anyone on the chat tell me what I can do? Thanks. Okay, so lately, sometimes I will feel this area of my face, my forehead itch, and it's not a regular type of itch. It's a very different itch. It's like, I don't know even how to explain it, but I know that it's my third eye. So this could be that it's your third eye. So what I would recommend is take an essential oil like peppermint or lavender or something and kind of rub it there. Like, that's what I like to do. And so I like to just treat that area really nicely and gently and just like appreciate it and embrace my third eye. So I like to rub some essential oils right there, or just rub it really gently and just let it know that it's okay. Like, it's okay to open, it's okay to come through and give me any messages that it has for me. It might even have a message for you. But to receive messages, I feel like you need to be really still and quiet. Hi, Nisha. Thank you so much. Really enjoying the conversation. I'm glad, because I've been here for an hour and 40 minutes, and I just don't want you guys to get bored or anything. How long do you keep the stones in the water, and can you use the polished stones? I use the polished stones. I also use raw stones. Be careful with what crystals you put in water because some are toxic. Rose quartz is fine. Labradorite is fine. Citrine is fine. You can Google which ones are safe and which ones are not. How long do you keep the stones in the water? I keep my stone in the water like for hours, like overnight even. Where is it? So I actually have like a tumbler, and then I put ice in here and water in here, and then I drop the stone in here, and I'll just keep drinking this until it's done. So, and afterwards, when I'm refilling this, just rinse your stone out. Johel says, what is the secret of your beauty? That's really sweet of you, but I don't think that I have. Oh, you know what I think is the secret to my beauty? Wine, a lot of self-awareness, and the yantra, herbs, oils. Can you infuse your water with any crystal? No, you can't infuse it with any crystal. You're going to have to kind of Google and figure out which crystals are safe and which are not. For me, the ones I use the most is labradorite and rose quartz. And I've noticed such a huge difference. Are you vegan? No, I'm not vegan. I usually meditate and use amethyst on the spot, and it works for me with the pain. You meditate and put your intention in the crystal first. Amethyst is really good. Amethyst is really good for pain. Amethyst is really good for a calm mind, to clear your mind and all that. What is my favorite wine? I mentioned this earlier, but my favorite wine is port, and it's very, very sweet. It's very high alcohol content for a wine, but it's a real treat. What other questions or topics do you guys want me to talk about? I have so much work left to do, and it's almost 8 o'clock. I have a few orders from my store that I need to do. What else do I need to do? I have my planner right in front of me. I need to send out a few readings. The readings are done. I just need to send the link to the people who purchased. Oh, I have to package orders. So I'm sending out orders tomorrow. So if you guys order tonight, then I will send the order out tomorrow. So you'll get it within a few days. How did I attract my twin flame? You know, I never ever thought anybody would ever ask me that question. How did I attract my twin flame is I didn't. I did not attract him. Like, he came to me in the most unexpected time of my life. And I really truly believe the only reason that he came into my life was because I cultivated self-love. If I never embraced myself, and if I never fell in love with who I am, the universe would have never brought him into my life. Is it possible to do spiritual self-therapy? Yes. I'm a big, huge believer in this. But you have to stay consistent. And every time that you notice yourself in a low vibration, or you go, you notice your thoughts spiraling out of control, or you just feel like you're depressed or sad or angry, it's at that very moment you need to get up right then and there and do something, because your energy there, like, imagine there's a ball of energy surrounding your body, right? This energy changes and evolves, and just, it sucks other energies, it releases energy. Like, this energy is constantly just flowing and moving and vibrating. So whenever you feel like your vibration is low, or you're depressed or angry or sad, or you don't feel good, you feel just not yourself, whatever the case is, you have to get up and do something right then and there. This is something that I used to do when I had nobody. When therapy wasn't working, no friends, no nothing. What I would do is turn to spiritual stuff. I would turn to the spirits. Like, they became my friends. The spirits became my friends, and the spirits helped me. And so that's what I would recommend other people to do is light the candle, do the incense, like get creative, do what you love. Connect with your spirit guides. That's a big one. That's something that really, really helped me, is me connecting with my spirit guides. What do you think is a good diet? I don't believe in diets. What I like to do is, like, a lot of people ask me, what do I do? And this is something that I've done ever since I was a little girl. And I feel like it is the number one reason that my body like looks the way it does. And my body's not perfect, but the reason that my body looks the way that it does is because of tea. I drink a lot of tea. Tea is my secret. Like, drink tea. I will drink so much tea. And my grandpa on my dad's side, he was the same way. He would drink tea all throughout the day. His tea, he didn't drink tea in cups. He drank tea in bowls. And his bowls were huge. And I got it from him. Like, I drink tea all the time. How do you find love for yourself? That's a process. That's like, it's a journey that you go on. And you really have to break through barriers of self-hate, like just guilt and fears, beliefs. You know, there's so much that goes into that. But once you do, like, just the fact that, Amanda, you're asking me that question, how do you find love for yourself? That's a step right there that you just took. So you're already on this path and this journey to find self-love. And once you enter this path, I feel like the only way out is after you find your self-love. How do you connect with your spirit guide? I feel like there's the same thing with the animals. Your spirit guide will come to you. It will give you signs and symbols until it presents itself to you in its full form. That could be through an image, a TV show, whatever. Pay attention to everything. It could be through a YouTube video. Like, it can come in any different kind of form, but your spirit guide will present itself to you. So pay attention to stuff. Like, sometimes your spirit guide can be from the ocean. Mines are from the ocean. And they will show you like the sea and sharks. Like, you'll constantly see it. You won't even understand why you see it so much, but you'll see signs of your spirit guide. And then how do you connect with it? Once you start seeing these signs and once you start connecting and like just feeling like, okay, there's something there's something I want to connect with, work with it. Like, if you feel like, say, for example, like if you feel like you keep seeing Kali energy or stuff that has to do with Kali, and you feel like her energy is around, or you just have this connection with her, you'll feel it. Then you start working with her, and then you'll find out if it resonates or not. Light a candle for her, light an incense for her. What do I eat? Oh, I eat like a lot of junk. Okay, so let me just, for the past week, I've been eating pizza and fried chicken. This morning I made potatoes with eggs. Like, right now, I'm not on a healthy eating spree. Like, I just been eating whatever I feel like, and it's not good because, can you guys see this double chin right there? That's what happens. Yes, you've been hurt and you feel a mess right now. Katrina, yeah, I know what happened to you. You talked about it with me, and we even did some readings, and that's a hard one. Like, what you've been through is very, very hard, and that could break your trust in a way that I couldn't even imagine. But you got to pick yourself up, and you got to know that this was a part of your journey that is going to teach you something that's going to make you very, very powerful. And that's how I would take it. Have you talked to your sister? Oh, thank you, Katrina. That's really sweet. So I have about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to head out. This was a long live stream. Very little. That's understandable. I'm surprised you actually even still talk to her. I want to share with you guys a little surprise. So, okay, how am I gonna do this? I want to do a giveaway for everybody that's in the chat right now, for everybody that joined me for 2 hours and sat here and listened to me talk for 2 hours. I want to do a giveaway for you guys. So what am I going to give away? I'm going to give away my Infinite Love oil. So if you guys comment right now or in the chat right now, tell me about a movie that changed your life and why it changed your life. So the one that I resonate with the most, I'm going to send you a Infinite Love oil roller. Sorry, I just dropped it. But I'm going to send you the oil roller. You see how high the energy is? So I'm going to send you this for free. So just as soon as I pick you. Oh, also, can you include your email address so that I can email you and get your address and stuff? So just include your email address with your favorite movie and your favorite movie that changed your life and why it changed your life. So I want to share with you guys my favorite movie. And it's been my favorite movie since I was a little girl. And it's The Crow with Brandon Lee. Lucifer, because it gives you a different view of life. Oh, shit. Mr. Richest Man. Hi. A Walk to Remember How True Love Can Be. That's really pretty. I watched Lucifer too. I haven't seen the newest season. Yoga Change Your Life, not a movie. That's fine. That's totally fine. I just said movie because I'm kind of looking for new movies to watch. And I want to get into more spiritual movies, more life-changing movies, more movies that just invoke thoughts and emotions. When Dreams Come True. Oh, wow. I watched that movie so long ago with Robin Williams, right? Flashdance. I always dreamed to be a dancer. I've never heard of that movie. That's interesting. You see the movie KGF? What is that? Do you guys like, okay, if there's any Indian people still in my live stream, do you guys watch Indian movies? Tamil movie KGF. No, I don't understand Tamil. Like I would watch it, but I just wouldn't understand it. Maybe with subtitles I can watch it. You love Bollywood. What is your favorite Bollywood movie? Can I tell you guys mine? You guys will hate me. My favorite movie, probably that ever existed, a movie that I could watch on repeat all day long, is Devdas. Forrest Gump, Raja Hindustani. Amanda, you've seen that? What did you think? So Devdas is a movie about this man that falls in love, about this man and woman. They've been childhood sweethearts, and he leaves to go to law school. He comes back a lawyer, and she's waited for him all her life. When he comes back, his dad doesn't agree with the relationship, and so the girl, I don't want to give the story away. Should I? Can I? Like, are you guys okay with it? Love SRK, Kajal. Mary, I did not know that you watched it. That's really exciting for me. Like, I can talk to you guys now about Bollywood movies. Yes, it is a beautiful movie, Bollywood. Yes, they are tear jerkers. Like, especially Devdas. That's a depressing movie. Kites, because made me believe in true love beyond human life. It was more of a spiritual relationship. I haven't seen Kites. I think I'm going to look into that today. Okay, so I have like 6 minutes left. So before I go, I want to remind you guys to purchase your spot in my ritual. All the details will be in my Etsy store, and this candle will be sent to you after the ritual is finished. And also, keep commenting your favorite movie and why it's your favorite movie so that I can send you guys, or the winner, I can send the Infinite Love roller. And also, what was the other announcement? I forgot. Oh, after this live stream is done, you can also comment in the comment section down below. I'll be reading those too. Devdas. Mary, have you seen Devdas? Because if you have, that changes our relationship forever. Lion was a really good movie. I really liked Lion. Slumdog Millionaire was also a good movie. What is his name? Dev Patel? Dev Patel looks just like my boyfriend's brother. Yes, you've seen Devdas? Okay, you have it on video? Okay, what did you think? Coco. I love the spiritual aspect. Very emotional. Coco was a really cute, beautiful movie. You love Devdas? Was it depressing? Did it make you sad? For everybody that has not watched it, it's basically a very intense love story between three people. But it gives you so much understanding of each and every aspect. It gives you an understanding of a heartbreak. Another movie that my boyfriend is showing me right now is Mary and the Witch's Flower. It's on Netflix. Is it on Netflix? Oh, I've seen this movie. This is a really good movie. It's a very spiritual movie. It's about a girl that finds something that's very magical and she goes on this journey. It's a very cute movie with a lot of hidden symbolism. You cried? I don't know why. I'm so addicted to Devdas. Like, I could watch that movie all the time. I know the lines of that movie by heart, the music, like everything. The what is it called? The aesthetic of the movie, which is what inspired me to have these everywhere. Mary, does this look like something that would be in Devdas? Like, this is my inspiration. Like, that movie is my inspiration. Like, I have these everywhere. I have these little Moroccan candle holders. And if you watch that movie, it's like just every scene is those. Harold and Kumar. The writers are awesome. They focus a lot on the human experience. Yeah. Chandramukhi. Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she? I'm trying to make my living room into a Bollywood theme. You should get candle holders like that. Like, that is so cute. And then when the candles are lit in there, it's a whole different experience. You turn the lights off and then you light candles in all of these. I swear, like, your spirit is gonna be so happy. Okay, so I'm going to be on here for 10 more minutes. Anything you guys want to ask me? Not 10 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Anything you guys want to ask me, and I can answer real quick and then head out. Also, if you guys order readings within the next, actually, if you order a readings period, oh, you're Indian too, Mary? I'm sorry, I got distracted. If you guys order readings or anything on my shop right now, use the code MIDNIGHT for 10% off. There's also 50% off a lot of things in my store right now. And what else? There's a lot of things that we just put the shipping for free for you guys. 1 more minute and then I'm going to head out. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I wish I knew more about the cultures. Explore it. I feel like you could watch the movies, look on YouTube at the, you know what? For a while, I was watching a lot of Indian and Arabic. I think that's how you say it, Arabic and Indian weddings on YouTube, like people's wedding videos. I don't know why. I was so like, it was so beautiful to watch it. Like, it really raised my vibration watching those too. You went to the shop, but I didn't notice the 50% off. Elizabeth, there's only a few items that are 50% off, and there's a lot of necklaces that are 50% off. So if you go through all of the stuff, there are a few things that are 50% off, a few things that have the free shipping. And if you use the code MIDNIGHT, then you get 10% off. You need a code. Use code midnight. Oh yeah, Indian rituals are extremely beautiful. I just feel like being a little girl growing up in it, you don't understand it. And I feel like a lot of the times these rituals are not even especially when they do the prayers in our home, like the priests, I don't know if I should say this or get into it, but like the priests are bullshit. They're corrupted, they're perverts, they're disgusting. And they come into your home and they do these rituals and they're not like so growing up seeing that, I never got into it, never resonated with it. But getting older and understanding it better and learning about it, really studying it and using it and testing it out for myself, I found what works for me. And then I started doing it for myself. So I never have to go to an Indian priest again. Okay, so it's time. Yeah, their heart's not in it. No passion. Never feel comfortable inside a church. I think churches are beautiful, but I understand where you're coming from, that like you see some stuff and then you get turned off. But okay, it was nice hanging out with you. You're very insightful and blessed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Okay, so my boyfriend just had a really good idea. So this live stream is like over 2 hours long, but the next live stream I have, which who knows, I might even do it tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Like, I don't know. If I get time, I can come back and sit here with you guys. But let me know what topics you guys want to discuss. And don't leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comments when this video is uploaded so that the next live stream I do, we can discuss those topics. And I'll probably even have a few topics of my own. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys have a really good night or morning, wherever you are. And I love you guys.